Thank you all for the wonderful moment. I must also share a very pleasing moment that I observed as the dignitaries on and off the dais were lighting the lamp. Amongst all of them, there were a few esteemed members, old and not so old, who had taken off their shoes as a mark of reverence. I offer a big clap to them. I feel proud to request our guest of honor, CA Dr. Debashish Mitra, to give a speech and share his knowledge with us. Thank you.
The Honorable Vice President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India from Calcutta, Ranjit Agarwal, the very respected past President of the Institute, Subodh Agarwal ji, Rajesh Jalan, the President of the VIP Chartered Accountants Study Circle, Kamal Bajoria, Vijay Agarwal, Neeraj Agarwal, all of them who are sitting here on the dais along with us, and then two of my very important council colleagues who are here with us, Umesh Sharma from Aurangabad and Sushil Goel from Calcutta, Girish Ahuja ji, whom we all call Guruji, Debayan Patra, the chairman of EIRC, the immediate past chairman Ravi Patwa, the vice chairman Sanjeev Sanghi, and Mayur, and all the others, the past chairmen who are there. Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very good morning to all of you. As the Institute celebrates its 75 years of its existence, I am very happy to note that the VIP Road Study Circle is also celebrating its 25 years. A great milestone for this organization. 25 years is a long time. And then you see, when you have served the profession for 25 years, I think it is a fantastic achievement. And from all of us here, can you have a round of applause for the VIP? Fantastic achievement. And as Ranjit ji takes over, see, at the Institute, we are now going ahead with the 75-year celebration. And we'll do everything possible to see that you feel proud to be a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, the second largest accounting body in the world. But as I was coming, what struck me most was the theme that VIP had, that is the knowledge is the supreme goal. A fantastic theme, because I always, look around for the theme that, you have in a conference. And let me tell you why knowledge is so important for us. And there are people here who are sitting, and I will pick them up, some of them, and speak about them and how they have disseminated knowledge and how the profession has adapted itself. Girish Ahuja ji, for years together, have been teaching us income tax. हम लोग जब गिरीश आहूजा जी का नाम सुनते हैं हम लोग सब आके बैठ जाते हैं कि भाई सुनना है, समझना है, सीखना है। और अभी तो गिरीश आहूजा जी फिटनेस भी उनका बहुत ज़बरदस्त है, अभी योगा डेली करते रहते हैं। बट वो दूसरा बात है कि उनसे जो हम लोग सीखे, पूरा प्रोफेशन जनरेशन सीखा है। एंड व्हाट हैज हैपेंड टुडे, इफ यू आर नोन एज one of the leaders, as long as taxation is concerned, it is because of the dissemination of knowledge that people like Girish Ahuja has done over so many years. Today, when Ranjit Agarwal ji went and met the chairman CBDT a few days back, the kind of respect, the kind of welcome that he was given, it is because the profession over a period of time has adapted itself to the change. When faceless assessment came for income tax, the profession did not say, why did it come? We would be very happy with the in-person hearings. We'd be very happy with 143.3. Why did it come? What the profession did was, and the Institute nudged the profession that let us accept the change and let us adapt ourselves to the change. Let us show to the world that this profession is special. And that's why when Ranjit Agarwal and Aniket Talati went to meet the chairman CVT, they were given a very warm welcome. And the welcome was an acknowledgement that the way the profession over a period of time has gone for the policy, knowledge is the supreme goal. Very important. I see Sushil Goyalji sitting next to Umesh Sharma ji. When GST came in 2017, most of us were all direct tax professionals. We used to hear Girish Ahuja ji, hum Guwahati mein tab see, we used to hear direct tax karte the, all this assessment. No, very few of us we knew about indirect taxes. But when it came in 2017, we found that there was an opportunity. And we grasped that opportunity. The profession became a leader as long as knowledge on GST is concerned. And that leadership was so strong and so eminent that the Prime Minister of India wrote to the then President of the Institute that without chartered accountants, GST would not have been a success. That is the kind of acknowledgement that we got from the Honorable Prime Minister of India. Again, knowledge is the supreme goal. You see, over a period of time, we have shown to the world how important knowledge is to the profession. Insolvency. Because Subodh Agarwal ji is sitting here, so I suddenly remembered insolvency. More than 60% of the insolvency professionals are chartered accountants. The law came, we were put in a new situation, did not know much about it, but again the profession saw that there was an opportunity there. And we embraced that opportunity. And today, if insolvency is spoken about, then the chartered accountants have to be spoken because more than 60% of the professionals are chartered accountants. That is why what we have done over a period of time, that is embraced knowledge, faced challenges, converted every challenge into an opportunity. Ranjit Agarwal ji is sitting here. He is the Vice President of the Institute. You see, very respected Vice President. But then, today, if you're talking about UDIN, and if you say that UDIN has really enhanced the prestige of the Institute, the way we have done it, a lot of credit will go to Ranjit Agarwal ji because he pushed this whole concept of UDIN when he was the chairman of PDC, Professional Development Committee. We went into uncharted areas, did not know how the profession would react to a new concept, but that's how it is. And the profession said, yes, it's a good idea. Let's have it. All the fake certificates went out of circulation. So that's how it is. Yesterday, somebody was asking me about audit trail, which is coming from 1st of April 2023. And they were saying that, sir, one more problem, how to have now a software which you see incorporates all the changes. I cannot delete my entries. I have to pass a rectification entry now. And with the rectification entry, I have to also say who has passed the rectification entry and what time. And it is not the end of that. The auditors will have to also certify now that the audit trail has been there every day. That is the change. I was telling him, I just put my hand around that fellow. I said that, what do you do? He said, sir, I do GST. I said, what you used to do before? बोलता सर पहले हम direct tax करते थे. I said, अभी GST में change हो गया कि नहीं होगा? बोलता हो गया. I said, अगर GST में तुम change हो गया, अपने आप को adapt कर सका, तो ये नया चीज क्या है? Audit trail, what is so big about it? You see, you must adapt yourself to the changes, right? So I am very happy to see that VIP Road has, stressed on the knowledge as a theme of the conference. But please note, along with knowledge must come trust. Without trust, we are nothing. We might be extremely knowledgeable, but if the nation does not trust us, if the stakeholders do not trust us, then we are nothing. So to the institute, to the profession, this building of trust is a very important priority. right? And mind you, from the time Subodh Agarwal ji was the president, to the time I have been the president, to the time Ranjit Agarwal will be the president, what will happen is 3 words will always be very important for the institute: excellence, independence, integrity. सालों से चल रहा है और सालों से चलेगा। ये तीनों शब्द जो है ना, इंस्टीट्यूट का रोम रोम में बसा हुआ है। So you see, these 3 words will always have great importance. Many of you saw the motto song being played. You saw the eagle, Garuda the eagle, and mind you, in the 75 years, Garuda the eagle, from whatever planning I have heard about from the institute, Garuda the eagle will play a very important role as you go ahead. But have you seen, next time when you see the motto song being played, you see Garuda the eagle flying. The Garuda the eagle is today not only flying over the map of India, it is flying all over the world. So today we believe that the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, which is the 2nd largest accounting body in the world, our time has come. Our time to be a global leader has come. And in this kind of time, I believe that organizations like VIP Road, will play a very, very important role. I congratulate the VIP Road CSCP Study Circle for its 25 years of existence, and I congratulate it for having organized this program. I wish the study circle the very best in all its future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Mitra, for your wonderful and inspiring words. I must say that the process of learning, unlearning, and relearning, as well as gathering of knowledge in the discharge of our duties, should carry on. And in this process, may I now request our second guest of honor, past President C.A. Subodh Kumar Agarwal, to share his thoughts with the August gathering. Thank you.
Thank you, Kamalji, one of the best orator in VIP. We always say he's an English guru for all of us, and he writes content for most of the office bearers as and when required. And he's doing that selfless service pro bono since last so many years, maybe since last 25 years when VIP was born. So compliment to VIP on its 25th year celebration, without interruption, without any controversy, smoothly, seamlessly. As we say, our World Congress was seamless. The VIP run of 25 years has been seamlessly. Respected VP, though he's a VP, so I have to say respected, otherwise younger brother Ranjit Agarwal, Devasis Mitra, my friend, immediate past president. I'll not take name of everybody, all the other dignitaries sitting on the dais. 2 learned Central Council member on of the dais, learned speakers, past chairman, members of the VIP, chairman and all office bearers of the Eastern India Regional Council. Friends, it has been proud privilege to be back on the dais in the home. VIP is our home. Most of us, those who are sitting here, it is our home. And we, till last 2 days back, we are struggling to get the guest of honors and the chief guest, because that time, at that point of time, we didn't have Ranjit Agarwal, Honorable Vice President, because he was flying somewhere else. But you see, this is the grace that yesterday night when his program got changed. He was to go to Pakistan and he decided to come to Kolkata. He immediately probably informed to the VIP that, yes, I'm coming back. So that is the graciousness, and that shows the attachment and belongingness to this organization. I mean, this is the great VIP. Now this VIP has come out with the theme. The theme is Jnanam Paramam Dhyamam. Knowledge is the ultimate goal. If you are sitting here, today we call it the knowledge economy era. This era is knowledge economy. And that is the reason we all insist, all our children, kids, all near and dear and nearby us, they should be educated. Because without education, even you have you are multimillionaire or billionaire, you can come back to the earth at any point of time. But if you have knowledge, you can immediately bounce back. I mean, if you are taking risk has its own risk and you can come back. So knowledge economy. And that's why I thought, let me also increase my knowledge. What way? IT. People say that you are 58-year-old, so you are not IT savvy. I say, no, nothing doing. I am also IT savvy. So to prove that I am also hungry for knowledge, for the theme, I searched Chat GPT, so that I could demonstrate in front of you that yes, knowledge is required, irrespective of what age you are, whether you are 25 years age or you are 58 or 60. For Devasys Mitra, for you also need to understand what Chat GPT is there and what could make out, what I could derive from there. So what this theme mean? It is key to unlocking the doors of opportunity and success. Knowledge is the most powerful tool that we have in our arsenal. It is the foundation of our morality and ethics. It is essential that we constantly challenge ourselves to learn new things. Now, I am focusing on to learn new things. We have been given degree as an accountant, maybe chartered accountant. I mean, one more feather on that accountant. Should we limit ourselves and increase our knowledge only in the arena of the accountant and for our generation to come, which is following us, to say that we are chartered accountant, we are accountant? Probably the course curriculum of our institute, which has been changed from time to time, has made us equivalent to a financial service provider. What we have done, for that only reading is sufficient, or something else is also required to be added to in our knowledge? Now, I'll ask you, how many of us, those who are sitting here, know about the GDP of the country? Gross domestic product, which will help all of us, whether you are practicing as an accountant, as a GST professional, or a financial services provider. That yes, you are a perfect man who can give any kind of service, accounting service, financial services service, or other services, because you are keeping update of the entire global economy. Today we say that we are in the global economy. It's a global economy, global village. If it is a global economy, global village, how the global things are impacting your client, whom you are giving services. You need to keep track that if your client has some borrowing, there are creditors in their account, how some one fine day, any insolvency professional, Sumit Binani sitting there can come to your client's office and say that I am the CEO of the company. How to see that Sumit Binani does not enter into your house, into your client's house? That you need to keep track of. Then only you get the value, then only you can give the value to your client. Now, GDP, I'm coming back to the GDP. How many of us know what is the GDP? What was the GDP 1 year back? What was the GDP during coronavirus? Do we know that there was a contradictory, minus GDP of 23% during coronavirus? Did we know that this year, beginning, GDP was high? Again, it has been predicted that it will come down, go down. But then, where it will settle? How it is going to impact your client? Whether you are an accountant, you are a Finnish professional, whatever you may be. Number one, I am not going there now. Now I am coming to, that is happening across globe. I am totally on non-traditional area. I don't believe in audit. I don't believe in GST or income tax. I believe in there. I have a vertical in my office who is looking after that. But then if I need to expand, I want my friends to grow. What is happening across the globe in the banking area? What is this SVB? What is this SVB? Do you know? Silicon Valley Bank. What happened to that? Whether it has gone bust, it has been protected, or how it is protected. If some problem was there, crisis was there, what was the reason? If you look at the reason, we can advise our client that take decision. This is the time. Devasys Mitra said, the time is changing. We need to change ourselves. Kamal also said, change, learn, unlearn, relearn. In In Silicon Valley Bank, what happened? Very smooth, very conservative. Probably they were the most conservative bank. They had more deposit, less lending. What happened? Oh, we are safe. Put in government securities, which was 1%. But because of the government decision, the interest rate kept on going up from 1% to 4%. How it impacted their health? The value of the investment kept on going down because the rate of interest they were getting 1% and the deposit they were paying more than, and it went up going on 4%, 3%, 4%. So their net asset became liability. I mean, asset was excess, then liability became the excess. Without any fault, without any fraud, the profit turned into loss. The positive turned into negative. That is our duty as a professional, as a finance professional, as an accountant, to understand that. Are we able to make out that, understand that, keeping track of that? Now the another bank, Signature Bank. What happened to Signature Bank? That, whether it went bust or there was a crisis, how the government handled that? Signature Bank, what happened? It depended on only one sector, cryptocurrency. They lended to them, they took a deposit from them. What happened? Crypto went bust. The moment crypto went bust, their investment went, the lending they were given, they went bust. But the depositor, they wanted back money because they were in a doldrum. They wanted money, the problem. The third bank, Credit Suisse Bank. Credit Suisse Bank. What went wrong there? Whether it went bust, now all the three banks, whether it went bust or it was only crisis which was managed. I will not go into detail because I am not a speaker, only words of wisdom I have been asked to give. They managed it. The government managed it. We say that we are resilient. The global economy, the global tsunami did not impact our economy, did not impact our bank. But whether Russia-Ukraine war did not impact our economy, it impacted. Something may impact, something may not impact. The point I am trying to deliver, that we as a professional need to keep track, other than what traditional we are doing, the untraditional, uncharted information also which will help our client to do good. Friends, we are doing the traditional. So the time has come, specialization, consolidation. If we are doing proprietorship, 2 partner, 3 partner, probably the time has gone. We need to have a consolidated firm where there can be different vertical. For income tax, one vertical. For audit, another vertical. For GST, the third vertical. For insolvency, the fourth vertical. And then for other consultancy, the fifth vertical, where you can have a consultancy like this. And take from me the big 4 which we always talk, and we talk. Their audit revenue is meager. Their other consultancy revenue is much, much higher and exponential there where they're going there. Friends, the area of practice I will not go into, but then we need to keep in mind, future will always belong to innovation, inquisitiveness, and the will to learn and abide by the law and rules. Friends, I'll quote Jimmy Dade. Jimmy Dade said, I can't change the direction. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust myself always to reach my direction. Maybe I will have to move 4 kilometers extra to reach my direction, but I can reach to my direction safely without harming anybody and without harming to me. Friends, I wish this Silver Jubilee conference of VIP a grand success, and wish all of you a great learning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Subodhji, for your wonderful words. The Bhagavad Gita says, knowledge is better than mechanical practice. And as Subodhji said, one must have the hunger to keep gathering knowledge. The time is now. One should not wait for the right time to come to gather knowledge. It is an ongoing process. It should always be done in the current. Thank you once again, Subodhji. I now request our chief guest, Vice President ICICA Ranjit Kumar Agarwal, to share his wonderful thoughts as well as to guide us in the profession further. Thank you.
Very respected our immediate past president, Dr. Devasis Mitra, and the kind of glory and the kind of respect he has brought to ICI in international fora, which we have witnessed just 3 days before in Oman, Muscat, where the minister in the Oman gave me and the president red carpet welcome because they said, the kind of World Congress in India you have managed, nobody can do. So this credit goes to, it's a phenomenal. Wherever we are going, people are appreciating what a fantastic World Congress you have done. 7,000-8,000 people in one floor, one room. Fantastic. We have our past president, Subodhji Agarwal, whom we have looked up when he was the president, I was the chairman in region. कि मैं बनूंगा क्या प्रेसिडेंट कभी आई वाज ऑलवेज लुकिंग टू हिम सो ही इज आवर रोल मॉडल एंड इन द रिसेंट पास्ट in our institute time he has achieved from eastern region I think nobody has achieved so far as far as Subodhji is concerned. Rajesh Jalan, the convener of the study circle, Kamal Bajoria, Vijay ji, Neeraj. We have our two very eminent Central Council member, Sushil Ji Goyal from Eastern Region, and he was the chairman of the GST committee before last year, and last year he was given the charge of Students Skill Enrichment Board. And let me tell you, the kind of students seminar happened in the last year across the country, it is a record. Under his leadership, it was a record. Never in the history of ICI, so many student programs happen across the country. But seeing his performance in student era, the president this year again has given to GST chairmanship, and hopefully he will bring one of the important aspects of profession, how the firm can get the credit of the GST given on the behalf of the partner. We have another Central Council member, first term in the council, Umesh Sharma from Aurangabad. And he is the master orator in the sense that in GST, he is deliberating as a Arjun Krishna Samvad in Hindi as a Karniti. And it is a hit program across the country, across the Maharashtra. And that's why we have invited him. Just you also tell us how the Krishna Arjun Samvad happens in GST. We have our guru, tax guru, Dr. Girish Ahuja. And let me tell you, whomsoever become the president of ICI, he is the permanent president of ICI. Wherever he goes, entire crowd flocks towards him to have a picture with him, the kind of knowledge and the kind of energy. I think he is across 75. And 75, he is moving the way youngster cannot move. Hats off to him, salute to him, sir. We have Divine Patra, chairman of the region, Sanjeev Sanghi, vice chairman, Vishnu Tulsian, Mayur Agrawal, Ravi Patwa. We have our past chairman, Sumit Binani, P.D. Rungta, Subhash Saraf, Nitish Moore, and past regional council member Hariram Agrawal, and all the very, very respected members of our region, my region, and this VIP study circle. I am also from VIP, and in the last 25 years, when you are celebrating your foundation day, you have produced not only the chairman, Central Council member, and president also from VIP. So that shows what VIP Road Study Circle is. And let me tell you, friends, I was not expecting that I will become the vice president of ICI. Once the Devasis Mitra sir became, I was working for the ICI in last 13 years. But if I am standing today as a Vice President of ICI, the credit goes to Devasis Mitra, Sushilji and Umesh Sharma. They have voted, so I am here standing. And we have a deal that we will vote each other, although Sushilji also contested with me. But we had a deal that we will vote each other so that one person can become from EIRC again. And credit goes to our Devasis Mitra. He has risen from the religion and the region and voted in the region so that one person again can become from EIRC. That is the large heart he has for the people of Eastern region. Thank you very much, sir, for your kind and friends. We are the only profession of the world where the growth of the profession depends on the growth of the country. Nowhere, whether doctor, engineer, architect, nowhere you will find if the economy of the country grow, the profession grow. See how much of investment coming to India, foreign investment. What the digitalization happening to this country? The total digital transaction happening to this world, 40% belongs to India. Total world, 40% from India, the total digital transaction. And whenever any transaction is taking place in India, there is a digital footprint. And because of the GST and this digitalization, the informal economy is converting to the formal economy. Make in India, Digital India. 12 countries has accepted we will trade in rupees over dollar. Have you ever heard about it? 12 countries now started trading in rupees instead of dollar. That shows where this country is going. $3 trillion economy right now we have. And 2047, the vision of this government, India will be the developed country with $30 trillion. Now, this is the scene of the India. Where is our profession? We have 370,000 members, 5-year and more qualified member, 85% in practice, 15% in industry. 5-year and less in the profession, 25% in practice, 75% in industry. So this 85% in practice coming down to 25%. And this 15% in industry going to 85%. What did it mean? It means the India is growing, the role and the demand and the importance of chartered accountant in industry is increasing like never before. We have seen in the campus placement, the minimum package we have made to 6 lakh makes 9 lakh, minimum 9 lakh. And the average package is 12 lakh rupees. And today, the demand of the CA has increased the supply. 25,000 CA we are producing every year. But the demand is more. The CA firms are not getting CA. They are not getting CA. The industry are not getting CA. Because the Indian CA are hugely in demand across the globe. In Oman, the CFO of the Oman was telling us that if the 10 companies are working in Oman, out of 10, 7 companies are operated by Indian chartered accountant. They are the CEO and the CFO in that country. But if the practicing CA is concerned, youngsters don't want to come to the practice. And if this $3 trillion is going to $30 trillion, who will do the audit? Who will do the test function? We have done a survey in our AASB. 75% of the total transaction, financial transaction of this country, more than 75% of the total financial transaction in this country are directly or indirectly by Indian chartered accountant. So this digitalization is like claiming that the informal economy will be zero in the 5-10 years to come. All the huge MNC companies are setting offices in India. 3 trillion becoming 30 trillion in next 25 years. Where are the chartered accountants? Whether this 3 lakh become 30 lakh CA? Where is the chartered accountant who can cater to entire huge country like India, who is going to be the developed country in next 25 years? So now the challenge here is, what will be the profession which is now entering into the 75th year of its existence? What kind of profession we want to see in next 25 years? People are saying president, vice president, chair. The people will come and people will go. It's a one-year affair. The institute is for generations. What kind of institute we want to give to our next generation, that is the thought process we are thinking. And that's why me and President, we have decided that next 2 year, we should do something. We should lay the foundation in such a way which will decide the next 25 years of this profession. That kind of thinking we are having. In our institute, we are 3 primary roles. Administration work, where we have achieved so far that if a result is announced today, 12,000 CA has become qualified. Today result is announced. 10 o'clock result is announced. 2 o'clock we shift the entire result to SSP portal. And 5 o'clock somebody apply for membership. 7 o'clock in the night he is getting the membership of the ICI. This kind of transformation we have already done. This kind of transformation, the student and member services has become seamlessly online real time. No physical interaction is required. That we have already done. But lot has to be done. We want this entire institute as a paperless institute of this world. Second aspect is training and education. New syllabus is coming. What is the expectation of the government? What kind of chartered accountant they want to cater the entire economy of this country? Whether our students are capable to live up to the expectation of the global standards which are everywhere. So this new syllabus is coming. In our strategic meeting in Hyderabad on 10th of March, almost it will go to the council, but we have decided we will establish in next 3 years 10 world-class center of excellence in 10 locations of this country. Now what this center of excellence will do? If you want to have a 1 day, 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 1 month, 2 months, residential training of any topic, you want 3 days training in GST, 5 days training in forensic accounting, 10 days training in corporate law, Ind AS, whatever. Or somebody wants to come to practice after 20 years in industry, you can know what are the professional opportunity available for in the profession. All these kinds should be customized course. Residential should continuously go in this 10 center of excellence across the country 24/7 on the lines of the IMs. So this we have decided. And as far as this regulation is concerned, third biggest pillar of this profession is regulatory aspect, the quality of audit of our profession. We have quality review board, we have FRRB, we have TAQRB, we have peer review board. All these boards are in ensuring that the quality of the profession should be maintained. But that is not enough. The way expectation of the government, NFRA, SEBI, RBI is that the chartered accountant, if they are certifying something, it should be true and correct and not true and fair. That is their expectation. And we want our standard says it should be true and fair. So this gap of true and fair and true and correct, that has to be bridged. How to do that? How to do that? If entire country, the investor, the pensioner, the local people, the retail people have the trust on your signature. If the balance sheet is certified by chartered accountant, they are putting their money in the banks. SVB should not happen in India. So once you are certifying, or you or me are certifying, that should be authentic data of this country. And that's why on the authentic data, the entire world is trusting and investing their money. So for that, if the India going to be the developed country in 2047, and for making a developed country, there are stringent norms has to be followed. So our institute cannot be left behind. We too has to make some stringent norms to maintain the quality of the audit. 3 days before, our president has launched KYM, Know Your Member. What is this? From 1st of April, when you go to renewal of the membership, you have to do the KYC. Your address proof, residential proof, photograph, something you have to upload in the portal, otherwise membership will not be renewed. This is the steps is required to be taken to have the quality of the audit. How to do that? So all these thought process are going on because we are committed. We are committed with your support. Since we have got the chance to do something in our life, this is the better time to do something for the profession. And that's why next 2 year, we will lay the foundation for 25 years of this profession. And I will only say, this profession has a glorious past. This profession has a glorious past, and we are seeing an inspiring future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ranjit ji, for your encouraging words, as well as one line that you spoke about, a lot has to be done. I think that speaks in itself the entire gamut of things that we as professionals, we as human beings must imbibe in our day-to-day lives. As per a CRISIL report that I was going through in the newspapers, India Inc. it is expected to clock double-digit growth rates in fiscal 2024 and maybe in subsequent years also. And I'm sure time is not far when our country will be a 30 trillion economy, as Ranjit ji has just now said. He has already laid down the path for us, and he is there at the helm of affairs to take the profession forward. I'm sure, as Dr. Devashish Mitra was saying in his speech, we'll have the entire world under the ICI Garuda, the eagle, if we keep acquiring knowledge and take our profession further. With these few words, I once again thank all the guests, the chief guest, the guests of honor, and the audience. And I now request Secretary C.A. Neeraj Agarwal to provide a vote of thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, Kamal sir. It is my proud privilege to offer a verbal vote of thanks to this esteemed panelists, the esteemed guests. Friends, as you all know, we are celebrating the Silver Jubilee year of VIP Road CA Association, and it could not have been more apt that we have 3 gems from the profession as our guests and our guests of honors. हिंदी में कहते कभी मैं इन्हें देखता हूँ, कभी अपने मेंबर्स को देखता हूँ, और मेरा दिल गदगद हो जाता है कि मैं इस एसोसिएशन का मेंबर हूँ और मुझे ये मौका मिला कि मैं इनके साथ रहूँ. Thank you, sirs. Devashish sir, you have been in the inaugural session for the last 3 consecutive annual conferences of VIP. A big round of applause for Devashish sir. He has always been there whenever we have requested him. And so you rightly mentioned, for we to progress, we have to accept the change, we have to build trust, and you have shown the path through Garuda the Eagle that we should not limit ourselves to India but fly globally. I request the August gathering here to give a warm applause to our guest of honor, Devashish sir. Subhoji, our past president of the institute, so you always are an inspiration to us in the profession and as the elder brother guiding us. You also mentioned about unlocking the doors of knowledge to achieve success. We should challenge ourselves to learn new things. Time is changing and we need to change ourselves. Very well said, sir. And we should follow that to achieve greater success. A big round of applause for our guest of honor, Sri Subodhji. Ranjit ji, you have always been our inspiration. You have been the inspiration for the younger generation. And friends, you may not be knowing, but he was in the flight and he came to Kolkata at 1 o'clock tonight, in the night. And I'm surprised with the same level of energy he is here with us in the morning. Your level of commitment, your energy is truly inspiring. And you have mentioned that what type of ICAI or the institute should we be having in the next 25 years. I think that is really very inspiring for us, and we youngsters and the upcoming chartered accountants would be looking for that. The 10 COEs which we are talking about, I'm sure that is really going to make us world class. And about the economy, you also mentioned about the economy, and with the growth of the economy, I'm sure all of us would be prospering as well. So thanks a lot for consenting to be part of us and be part of this inaugural session. A very big round of applause for Ranjit ji. I take this opportunity to also thank our Master of Ceremony, Kamal Bhaiya, for doing the honors, our program chairman, Vijay Agarwal ji, who conceptualized the entire program, and with all these efforts, we are here showcasing this unique showpiece of our association. To our learned guests and the speakers, thanks a lot, and we look forward to an enriching experience today. Thank you.
Thank you, Neeraj. We now move towards the first technical session of the program today.